Okay, so yesterday we started with a chapter called statistics. We started with a chapter called statistics, and what we were doing in that, we were we did about collection of data. Okay, under statistics, three things are there. Under statistics, three things are there. Okay, the first one you already saw, that is known as collection of data. Can you tell me what's the second one? Any guesses? What do we do actually after collecting the data?
We analyze it.
Formatting.
Formatting, analyzing. Okay, good. Any other answers?
We write the data on a graph.
Systematic
Write
writing.
data. Systematic writing. Okay. Okay. Good, all of you. So there are basically three parts, okay, that are there in statistics that we do with the data. First is collection of data. This we all studied yesterday. Collection of data. Okay. Second one that we are going to study today, known as the presentation of data. Presentation of data. And the third one is known as drawing interference. Drawing inference. Okay, drawing inference. Now, these did the collection of data. Okay, so when the data is collected, okay, when the data is first collected, what happens is that that data is raw. Okay, it's not fully organized. That data that is collected, okay, it's not fully organized. Okay, it's not divided into group, or it's not very organized in any kind of sequence. Okay, it's raw form we have. Okay, so in the presentation part, okay, we organize that data, okay, and make it presentable. Organize that data and make it presentable. Okay, first write the three steps in statistics. This is known as, if you want to put a heading, three steps of statistics.
Ma'am,
Yes,
is the presentation of data in such a way that you will group it as a table?
Yes, Abraham. We do it as a table. Okay, data is presented in a table. Okay, it is also presented through figures, graphs, and charts. Okay, so you can write it down. When we have the data, okay, data and its presentation, data presentation. Can be done in different forms. Can be done in different forms. Okay, we can present it in the form in tabular form. Okay, names in the form of people. Tabular form. Then we can present it through figures, graphs, and charts. Okay, so data presentation can be taken in any form. Okay, tabular, figures, graphs, or charts. So the our primary aim is to arrange this data in such a way so that the required information could be drawn from the presentation. Okay, shall I clear the three steps of statistics?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can write this down. The primary aim is to arrange data, is to arrange data in such a way so that the required information will be drawn from the presentation. Could be drawn from the presentation. Okay, so this is the meaning of the presentation of data. Okay, understood, here. Okay, so next, now sometimes we want to know the minimum or maximum in the data. Okay, sometimes we want to know the minimum or maximum in the data. So then what we have to do, we have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Okay, in ascending or descending order. What is the minimum and maximum? It can be said that we want to know that minimum how much marks a student has scored. Remember, I gave you all the data to find the marks of 20 students in the classroom. Okay. So minimum marks, how much students scored, minimum marks. What's that minimum marks that students scored? Okay. Or the maximum marks. Or the maximum marks that the students scored. When we have to find that out, we will have to arrange the data in descending order or ascending order. Okay, but this is only possible when the observations are lesser in number. Okay, means that when we have only small data is only 20 students. If I tell you to do 5,000 students, will it be possible to you, for you to like arrange every single data of 5,000 students into ascending order and descending order? No, right. So that is the
Ma'am,
large data.
ma'am,
Yes, yes.
ma'am, you could use some computer software like AI to arrange the data.
Yes, yes, that is right, Abraham. Okay, then we need help, external help. Okay, to manage a large data. That time we need some external help. We can use computer softwares, AI or something. Okay, but for small data, we can do it with hand. We can arrange it in descending and ascending order. Okay, now I will show you all some data. Okay, first write this down. Write this thing down. Okay,
Done writing, ma'am.
and write it. Okay. Okay. So let's take the marks. Okay. Let's take the marks of these students. Just a minute. Yes. Suppose the 20 students marks that you find out. Okay. The data. It is like this. 20, 25, 30, 30, 65, 70, 249, 57, 25, 45, 50, 57, 57, 72, 49, 57, 45, 38, 38, and 60. Okay. These are the marks. So how many? 20 students. Okay, the data. Now I need to arrange it in descending order. Okay, I need to arrange it in descending order. So let's do descending order. Descending order data. The highest is how much?
72.
72. Very good. 72, 72, 65, 65. Then we have 57, 57, 57, and 57. Then I have 49, 49,
Ma'am, there are two.
45, and 45. Yes, there are two. Okay. Then I have 38.
Ma'am, 38, there are two.
Yes, two. Then 33.
Two.
We have 30s. Okay. Then two 25s.
Two.
Yes, and one 20. Okay. So this is, we have arranged it in descending order. Okay. Now same way we can arrange it in ascending order too. Okay, descending order, then we need to find out the maximum. At ascending order, when we are finding the minimum. Okay.
I have a question. I have actually two questions, ma'am. Why do we need? We can arrange it in descending order and find the maximum and the minimum. Just that the minimum won't be at the top; it'll be at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
also,
Yes, Abraham, we can do that. Yes, if,
and the
Abraham, that's
and the method that we're using is time consuming.
mm-hmm.
Like the method of finding all of this at once. If you're supposed to do so a set of 100 numbers in an exam, this will take probably 15 minutes of our time.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am,
Yes,
could we
Abraham, that
instead take a section of maybe 5 to 10 numbers, find the biggest number and the smallest number, then again see in the section of five and write it down. Then again see
mm-hmm.
in the section of 5 to 10 numbers. Like that, round up until you get the full value, and after that, compare all of those numbers to see which is the biggest number or the smallest number.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That is right, Abraham. Okay. So why are we doing the ascending and descending order? Okay, why are we doing the ascending and descending order? This is gonna be helpful when you are finding the range. Okay. Further, we are studying. We will be studying to find out the range. Okay. After this, I'll teach frequency, and then I'll teach you all range. So in range, in finding the range, we have to arrange the numbers in an order. Okay, we have to arrange the numbers in ascending order, and then we have to find out the range. Okay, so in exam, you have to arrange the numbers first. Okay, this is a part of um, the process. Okay, you
Ma'am,
have to arrange the numbers and then find out the range.
ma'am, I
Yes,
have
tell
a
me.
question, but range only consists of I think adding it only needs both the numbers, only the smallest and the biggest number. So why does the examiner want us to write all of it? It will take at least 15 minutes of our time.
Um, yes, that is right. It only needs the bigger and the biggest and the smallest number, the maximum and minimum. Okay, that only the range needs, but range, like calculating the range, that it has this process that first we have to arrange, show the examiner the arranged way of all the data. Okay, that is the part of statistics, Abraham. See, first is the collection of data. Okay, so this thing that we are seeing, okay, the first part, this is the collection. Okay. Then arranging and descending or ascending order, this is the presentation part. Okay, it comes in the
Ma'am,
presentation.
ma'am,
We have to organize the data. Yes, Edward.
ma'am, like it's systematic writing.
Yes, systematic writing. We have to organize the data. Okay. because we cannot just and then there is the third part. Okay, that is there is the third part, that is drawing out the inference. Okay, drawing inference. So for that, that comes that is basically, you can say, range. Okay, drawing inference means taking a conclusion, or coming on a coming on a conclusion of it. So first is the collection we did. Data is in raw form. So secondly, we have to organize. Even though we can just find out the range typically, we have to organize and show to the examiner. Okay, because that's a part of statistics. So since it's a process, we have to follow it. Okay,
Um,
got it now?
are we organizing so the examiner asks also find the median? Are we organizing so we can find the median?
Yes, yes, we are organizing. So median can also be found out, and the data isn't in a raw form anymore. Okay, our data is not in a raw form anymore, but it is an organized data. Okay, it is it is written well. Okay, now our data is in raw form. It's not in any haphazard manner, but in a proper sequence. Okay, so that way we have to show them. All right. So that is why we do in descending or ascending order. When we have haphazard data, raw data, we put it in the descending or ascending order. Okay. So this is the part of presentation. Any other thing?
Also, another question is, ma'am, why
Mhm.
are we writing a number, like how many times the number is? Like, why don't we not make a table too instead of say, organize?
Mhm.
Does
We
it
make a table.
make tables?
Yes. We make a we will make a table. Okay. That is known as frequency. Okay. Means how many times a number is coming. How many times a number is occurring. Okay, that is known as frequency. So right after this, okay, once the data is arranged in the ascending or descending order, we will use the frequency table. Okay, right after this, I will make a frequency table with you with the same data. Okay, have you all written till here?
Ma'am,
I think I'm just kidding.
I'm not to write the entire data part.
Um, you don't want to write the entire data part.
Mm. Yeah, ma'am, do we have to write the entire data part, like all the data?
Yes, write down the raw data. Okay, write down the raw data, that is 20, 25, 30, 65, 92, 49. The top part. Okay, then ascending descending also you have to write. Okay, so please write this down because it's a part of the data presentation. Right? Then we will do frequency table.
Done, ma'am. In ascending order.
Done. Okay. All right. Mm.
Even I'm done
Done.
now. I'm done earlier.
Done. Done. Okay. Abraham done.
Ma'am, I'm on 45.
You are on 45. Which 45?
Ma'am, on the descending order.
Descending order. Okay, do it quickly. One more minute I'll give now.
Ma'am, the ascending order only a part is there. It only a
Ascending order only what?
nothing, ma'am. Something was blocking it, so I was not able to see the full thing.
Okay.
Then, ma'am.
Done. Okay. So let's do the frequency table. You can put the header frequency table or frequency distribution table. What's the frequency? Frequency is how many times something is coming, okay? How many times something is coming, okay? Marks we have. Tally marks we leave blank the center comment, okay? And then frequency. First column, put the heading marks. Center column, put the heading tally marks.
Third column is frequency.
Third column, frequency.
Okay, now
Okay.
start with 20. 20.
Yes, start with 20. Okay, now 20 is coming how many times? Look at the ascending order table. Only one time it's different. So put one in the in frequency column. Then
Add marks,
25.
tally it. 1.
25 is coming how many times? Look at the ascending order table that we just made. Two times,
Twice.
right? Two. Then 30. How many times? Three times. Okay. Then we have 38. How many times? Two times. So two. Then we have 45. Again twice. Two. Then 49. 49 is again twice. Then 57 is four times. Four. In ascending order, yeah, it's four times. Then 65, 45, 49, 57, 65 is twice, and 72 is also twice. Okay. So we have the marks and we have the frequency. That means how many times those marks are appearing in the data. Okay. So we have the highest that's appearing is 57. Okay, 57 is we have the four, it has occurred four times in the data. Okay, and the least is 20. 20 only one student got, so it's only there one time in the table. Okay, but what we see when we calculate the range, we see the maximum and minimum. Okay, so what's the maximum marks here? 72, and the minimum marks 20. So we will calculate the range when we while we take the difference between 72 and 20. Okay, so first write the frequency table, finish it, and then we will move on to calculating the range.
Done, ma'am.
And okay, okay, very good. Now, everyone has done right. I'm clearing it.
Ma'am, I've done, ma'am. Almost done.
Right. Okay. So shall I clear?
Ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, 1 minute.
Okay.
Ma'am, will we be using a graph today, a graph paper?
I don't think so, Graham, since there is just a few minutes left only. I think we'll be using it tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow, yes. Done writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Done. Ma'am, see my.
Done. Okay. So let's move on to range. Okay. I'm clearing it. Range. Now, maximum marks. Write minimum marks obtained. How much? 72. Oh, sorry, 20. Minimum is 20. And maximum marks obtained is how much? 72. Okay. So range is
I'm 52
uh,
because it's 72 minus 20, no?
yes, that's right. 72 minus 20, that is 52. Okay. So this is the example. Now write the definition of range. The difference between maximum and minimum is called the range of data. Range is 72 minus 20, that is 50. Okay. Understood what is range?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Then copying.
one copy. Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So next up, what we are going to do, we are going to learn about classification of data in different categories. Okay. I'm clearing the screen now. Classification of data in different categories. Okay. So suppose I gave you all the marks of 20 students, right? The data to analyze the marks of 20 students. And I tell you that tell me out of these 20, how many students, out of these 20, how many students passed, how many students passed, and how many students failed. How many students failed? Do you know what's the passing marks? Passing marks out of 100. These scores that we collected were out of 100. So passing marks out of 100 is 33. Okay, 33 marks you need to pass out of 100 marks. Okay, so now I need to find out how many students passed or how many students failed. Now, if I count each one of it, it will be too lengthy for me. So we will calculate it with frequency, okay, with tally marks or frequency.
But ma'am, we can use our
Yes, yes,
frequency table for this and see all numbers that are lower than 35, say
yes,
33,
yes,
and
yes.
add them all up.
Yes, we can do that. We can see it with the frequency table, okay? But along with frequency, there is another way, okay, that represents it, okay, another method that represents frequency. Instead of writing numbers, we do tally also. Okay, what is tally? Okay, now see, one table I'm going to make to show you what is tally. You can put the heading classification of data in different categories. Classification of data in different categories. Okay. We will have a table, make 4 columns. In the first one, put the heading category. For
Ma'am, is this a
class.
Carol diagram?
What, Abraham? Can you repeat?
Is this a Carol diagram?
This is a Carol diagram. Abraham, this is just a table, okay, showing the frequency and the tally marks, okay, but in two categories. But in two categories, okay. So you can draw a line here. We have the right now. What I said that you have to find out the pass and fail, the number of students who passed and the number of students who failed. Okay,
Ma'am,
so those, yes, those become two categories. First category is fail. Second one is
Pass.
passed. Okay. We are doing classification. Means we have the whole data. Okay, 20 students.
ma'am,
We are
I,
dividing it into two categories. One of passed and one of failed. Yes, Abraham, I'm not able to understand what you want to ask.
ma'am, I was saying that, ma'am, is this called a Carol diagram?
Is it called a Carol diagram? Um, what's a Carol diagram again? Can you tell me a bit?
Ma'am, a Carol diagram is a diagram where you have like a set of data over here. Like you have a category and you have a set over here and then you have a set over here. And then in the between of the box, and then there are boxes, and in those boxes you fill the data.
Okay. This is it can be said it, but we are not going to fill the data in the boxes exactly. Two sets of data. We only have one set of data. That one set of data we are categorizing into two parts. Okay, that we are going to do. So we cannot say exactly that this is a carrier diagram. Okay, similar, somewhat similar, but not exactly. Okay, now look at the data, the ascending order data. So this is where the ascending descending of the data helps us. Okay, before 33, write down in the column of marks all the numbers coming which are lesser than 30. 20, okay, 25, 25,
30
30,
and 30.
30,
One more. One more.
one more, one more. And then how do we put tally? We put one line.
One, two, three, four. The fifth line is diagonal and then one sixth line.
Yes, fifth line we cut the 4 lines. That is known as the fifth, and then one more. Okay, put the frequency 6. All right, this is how we put tally. One means this one number 20. Second line means second number 25. Third means third 25. One more means 30. Then fifth one, we don't put 5 like this. No. Fifth one, we cut it diagonally. like this fifths, okay, that is this 30. And then one more means this 30. Okay, got how we put tally? Now, next one. Now put all the other numbers, remaining numbers, okay, that are greater than 33 in the past column. In the past column. So we have 38, 38, 45, 45,
49, 49, 57, 57, 57, 57,
hmm,
65,
then
65, 72, 72.
70. Yes. So all these numbers we have. Now we will put the tally marks for the first five. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 5. Okay. So 5 are done. Next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have I think some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So how much? 5, 5 and 4
14.
total are 40. Okay. So now we have the number. We have the numbers. Okay. Numbers are what? Numbers are that 6 students have failed and 14 students have passed out of the data of the 20 students that we have collected. Okay. Of the data of the 20 students that we have collected. All right. So we can see through this data, if we analyze it, we can see that students obtained more than 50% or 60% marks. Okay. And how many in between 50? Okay. So now, like we can say that 6 students failed, 14 passed. Okay. What is the range of the data we can answer? Okay, that is 52. All right. And what if we want to calculate the percent also, what percent students failed, what percent students passed? So that also we can um, find out with that, with this data. Okay, so this is known as the classification of data in different categories. Okay, so all that we have studied till now so far comes under the statistics. Okay, what did we study? What all did we study? Collection of data, presentation of data, and classification of data, which comes under drawing inference. Okay, classification of data means that this part we categorized it and we drew conclusion. Okay, that this much failed, this much passed. Okay, this percent of it students failed, this percent of students passed. We can do that through this categorization. So this comes under drawing inference. Okay. So now I want you all to write the definition of statistics quickly, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay. Write down the definition of statistics. Statistics deal with collection, presentation, and analysis of numerical data related to persons, or objects in a systematic manner. In a systematic manner. Okay. So hope the definition now makes sense that what all we do in statistics. Okay. Now the statistics data is always quantitative. Okay. Always quantitative means that it has numbers. Okay. We cannot take qualities in data. Okay. Data will always be numbers. When we have stats, okay, stats will not be sales was good. Okay, this year's sales was good. This year's sales was bad. That will not be statistics. Okay, statistics will be the sale went up by 20% this year. Okay, that is statistics. The sales went down by 20% in the previous year. That is statistics. Why? Because we talk about numbers. In statistics, we talk about figures, numeric figures, mathematical figures. Okay, we don't talk about quality. We talk about quantity. Okay, quantitative figures. So tomorrow, right now, we saw what is statistics, how the components it's made of, and its process. Tomorrow we will study graph. Okay, how do we present these statistical data in the graph? Okay, using the graph. All right, that we will learn in tomorrow's class. For today's class, homework will be for yesterday, today, both the days homework is 18.1 and 2. 8, now everyone, 18.1 and 18.2 will be your homework. Okay, so that's all for the class today. We'll be meeting tomorrow. Okay, bye.